We're good.
Okay.
I did.
After a
I remember to
brief
hit it this time.
after a brief blunder of it not being on, we're finally recording session 6, which I remembered. I didn't definitely need help on that. Uh of Ashen Lands. During last session, our group had come down from the city of Triple Abbey through the trolley system and reached Vrow Mansion, where Yanetta had informed them they were going to meet a woman known as Miss Vrow, so a avid collector of artifacts. And come to meet them, you were introduced to Fomi Vrow, though. Fomi was slightly interested in the deal of being able to give these artifacts to Yanetta and the shop known as the Bank Teller's Fortune, but she wanted her own kind of give and take on this. The give and take being that she wanted you all to go find items that were a little bit mm, harder to obtain, being they were being kept under wraps. And so you were uh, given a destination, and you were told where you could find it, and a contract was stricken, uh, essentially written that that Fomi will assign you all a artifact to search for and pick up for them and return it. They will represent the shop in the cities they have standings in. That way they can promote it to the highest of regards, as well as whenever they receive the artifact that you decide to retrieve for them, they in turn give you 5 of the artifacts that they own of your own choosing. And if you receive an artifact that they were not searching for, they resign all rights to any and all items found that they did not intend to receive, and all the ownership goes to you all. And finally, that if they break the contract, they forfeit their life and fortune to you as well. After signing the contract, you are ushered away from the mansion, spend the night near the trolley station before being whisked away to the town of Yurtawal, where you were told by Miss Fomi that there is a current ongoing election for the next mayor, and maybe you should become a little bit more interested in it, since finding allies or finding out information about who runs what city could end up being of value to you. And so, you headed off to Yurtawal, where you found out that your little trolley that you just came on is slightly broken down, so for the next 5 days, you're pretty much deserted here in Yurtawal. When you get into Yurtawal, you end up learning about 2 people that are going head to head, a Mr. Kennel and a Mrs. Lavender. After a day of wandering, hijinks, brothels, you guys finally got to the next day to where the votes were being casted. Uh, Before the votes were casted, Miss Lavender had presented a toast, giving out wine that she had received from somebody in the crowd. And the 2 drank the wine, and just before the results were cast, either being Mr. Kennel or Mrs. Lavender, they both fell to the ground, foaming at the mouth and shaking, and obviously been poisoned. The last thing you've all heard before the session ended was he is dead, as she was dragged away in an attempt to save her life. And as we come back, everybody in the crowd currently is being ushered into circles to where you guys are being isolated a little bit from each other, to where Ripley and Timberpelt have been removed from your group and separated into another group, while the rest of you are in another group with a couple of other people, to where guards have you all surrounded, and they're calling for the city essentially to be closed down until they find the culprit, announcing that Miss Lavender is not yet dead. She is still holding on, but Mr. Kennel is indeed dead. And so you all are curled together in your little circle with a few other people, besides for Ripley and Timberpelt. And everyone is essentially being questioned. And you all kind of, after coming to for a minute, after a little bit of the shock and being pushed around, you guys come to and you're standing there and you're not sure what to do.
Can I see if Mr. Kenilworth is actually dead? Or, like, from where I am?
From where you are, sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay, that's a 7.
You can't really tell. There's so many people crowding around him and trying to get an eye on him and everything that it's really impossible to get a view at that point.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But can I at least try to see... I'm gonna try to... Can I do, like, an insight check to see on anyone in the crowd, or at least in my group, to see if anyone's reacting weirdly?
Sure. You're not sure. Everyone looks just a little startled and slightly afraid as guards have surrounded the entire encompassed mass that was in front of the sanctioned square. There's guards running to the gate front to shut off the entrance. There's guards running over to the bars to ask about where the wine came from. There's guards running to, of course, the slums because they're suspicious of those that are of the lower class. And so everyone's running to and fro. There's so much going on.
Did I flag down a guardsman?
There is a guardsman at your group who's actively watching over you all.
I would like to walk over and just kind of wave in his direction, like, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
That wine, I recognize it from this, tavern.
You do?
Yes, I actually bought 2 of the same. They have not been opened yet, but I'm afraid that if that one is the same brand, then the brand itself may be contaminated.
Kind of suspicious you have the same kind of bottle.
I bought it from the same merchants. You can ask him. I was there with multiple witnesses.
Why would she come up to you and say that she bought 2 brands if she was one of the people who planned this?
I'm unsure. I'm trying here. This is a very serious situation.
Well, if you could, what was the tavern name to again?
I think the Blue Star Tavern?
It was something Star, Falling Star, I think?
No, it was blue. I think it was blue. It was either that or the Night Star.
No, that's Jake.
Something with Star.
It is.
Star, Falling Star, something
Oh, yeah. I think it was blue.
Yeah.
I love how Jake's
This was a blue Night Star or something.
Nice.
I don't think there was Nightmare. No, I think I'm just thinking of Jake. Speaking of Jake, he's just clung onto one of your legs.
Absolutely. I'm going to pick him up like a baby.
By the way, I'm Lainey. I guess I'm the new mayor.
Not until Miss Lavender either succumbs or survives. She's still living, thankfully enough.
Indeed, for now though, Blue Star, the bartender there served this exact wine.
Well, I'm sure we already have guards searching them. I appreciate your input. If you could, can you get back within the circle?
Trying to catch a bug.
Of course.
I would like to...
Also, and I'm just gonna say, just use your head before you actually start making accusations.
Get back in your circle, please.
Is there a circle somewhere?
Yeah, it's the circle that you all were encapsulated in.
We were encapsulated in a bubble circle? Did they draw chalk on the ground?
No, it's like a circle of people.
I kind of want to gently step one toe outside the circle just to poke with the guards.
They don't care. They're just making sure you're not running.
I'm probably just gonna wave my hand at her, just come on, get over here. Don't want to cause trouble.
But they said stay in the circle, and I wanted to poke outside the circle.
Color
Lonnie,
us the line.
Lonnie, please be an adult for a moment and just listen to the guardsman.
All right.
I am big.
As you guys are all within your kind of group, Shuma, actually.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna really quickly roll a perception with you, okay?
Okay, thank you. I can't access my sheet.
This works. Okay, so as you're standing there...
Does anyone else see that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I rolled a natural 20 for Shuma for perception, by the way.
I didn't see that.
It's in the chat.
Holy shit.
Um,
Kirishima was covering it up for me until I breaked my neck over
yeah, I
it.
have Kirishima covering it. But Shima, as you're kind of reprimanding Lonnie, please just be an adult for once right now. And you look up. As you do, you see that same hooded figure from the bar that got the wine from the barkeep, currently in the middle of trying to keep her face covered, and one of the guards just grabbed her hand and is pulling on her, and it's they pull on her. You can see her other hand. She doesn't have another hand. She's got a nub on the end of her arm, and she's trying to hit his arm off, holding her hand. And he's hey, come here! And they're in the middle of trying to reprimand her. It's a few circles away.
I'm gonna just point in that direction, do the rest of you see that?
See what? There's too many tall people in the way.
Okay.
Ash, you're tall enough.
Yeah.
The cloak.
Can I see it?
You can see it, yes.
Okay.
Being pointed out to you, you can see they've taken the cloak off the person, and from what you can tell, they're a very dark skin, partial UNT, very scaly kind of face and arms. You can see they have very sharp teeth and curly kind of blondish hair, with a little bow keeping it up, and they're wearing very kind of slum clothes as they're pulling on it. And she's you can barely hear her, something along the lines of it wasn't me, stop it, leave me alone. And they're just someone get me some handcuffs. And they're in the middle of trying to detain her.
Oh. I have no idea what to do. Can I do an insight check on her face?
Sure.
Just to see if she intended to do it? Okay.
Right. So with that insight check, with a 14, from what you can tell, she looks very nervous and scared, but slightly guilty.
Okay.
She has this little bit of guilt.
Shuma wanted me to be an adult, so I'm gonna use minor illusion to make one of the guards fart. Just a very, very subtle. Oh, that's it.
Hold on. Let me do something really fast.
Sure.
Alright. So.
There's the transition.
I say that a lot, don't I? Holy shit.
Telling you the exact phrase. Alright, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me roll a quick dice on this.
Sure.
Okay, you can't see it because I realized that GM rolled it, but it's a natural 1. So as you cast this minor illusion, and you kind of just let it happen. Yeah, it's a little auditory, but as you cast it, it comes out a little loud. So as the guy's standing there and he's trying to apprehend her, as the other guards are wavering on it because maybe they're busy with other people they're trying to interrogate, and the only one who's got really handcuffs on them is taking a while to get to it. You just hear this just gets this loud one, this little squeaky too, like a balloon kind of happen, and he just immediately straightens up and looks around, and for the moment he's distracted because of that natural 1. She's able to free her hand, and she's going to start running in an opposite direction.
Oh, I was talking about in our tiny little circle, but that works too.
I thought you meant the guard.
I can't see anything. I'm a tiny person.
I'm holding Lonnie up.
Okay. Well then, cool. In that circumstance, we can make it play out that way if Ash
Okay.
wants me up.
That works out.
We'll make
But you
the
do
natural
see
one do something.
the girl run away, and them calling like the guard calling it to other guards as they begin to like pursue her.
Okay. How far away
I
is
very quickly put Lonnie down.
well, hold on.
See,
Hold on.
distance from you is about 35-40 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna do a minor illusion to make 6 other copies run in different directions of her.
Okay. Let me roll d20 again.
I'm gonna try to hide Lonnie as well.
That's okay. It's
What's
just
your
13.
What's your DC to beat? 13. I will say because it's a 13, because they beat it. So, they sadly enough do not follow the other copies. They're briefly kind of like confused, so they do slow
That's
down
okay.
for a second.
It's still a second of extra escape when there's numerous guards after you. I'll take it.
Yeah. So she's just running.
Probably just gonna look over Lonnie and just like, Lonnie, what are you doing?
I made the guard fart.
No, the clones of the cloaked figure. Why did you do that?
Do you want me to say it out loud in front of the earshot of the guards?
I'm going to just crouch next to her, just in her face, just whisper. Why did you do that?
We joined the dark side. They have cookies.
One of the other people near you is like slightly hearing this and just looking on concerned.
Just look over at them and just like
They have oatmeal
tap them
raisin
away with
cookies.
my hand, just like wave them off.
They're just gonna ignore
It's
it.
a joke. We have a very dark sense of humor.
I do a
no.
minor illusion up in the sky of just an oatmeal cookie.
I'm gonna really quickly roll some.
Placing a hand on either side of Lonnie's face, like, Lonnie, I am serious.
I'm still like covering like Lonnie's like body, like trying not to make sure that not a lot of people are paying attention to her.
Cookie.
I am just going to like either hand on her face, just grabbing at her, just like,
I would
Lonnie,
love to
I'm
let
serious.
you know. Even if you put your entire face and cover my whole face like a football, I still mutter through the skin on your hand. Oatmeal cookie.
No, I'm not covering your mouth. I'm just
okay.
like hand on either side of the head. Just like,
What's that stealth for, Ash?
Just for like covering Lonnie. To make sure that
Okay.
the guards don't like realize that she's the one who literally assisted a criminal in escaping.
Well,
We joined the dark side.
at first, the person you were trying to help failed their stealth roll, but she managed to roll a higher dexterity. So in the end, after like maybe 10 minutes of just arguing between Shuma and Lonnie, the guards come back like, we lost her. Shit. All right, let everyone go back to where they were. I'm pretty sure we found the culprit. And essentially, people are still going to be locked down in the town. No one's allowed to leave or come in. But you guys are going to essentially just be in the town until they find either that person who ran away or the person who did it.
I changed my mind. Actually, I think Lonnie's the chaos toddler.
Honestly.
you think?
I'm both.
Lonnie, you did something very irresponsible. Why would
Thank
you do
you.
that?
I appreciate that.
Lonnie, this isn't something you should be glad about.
Why? We joined. Are we in a private environment?
Sort of. You guys are just out there in the middle of the town. People have separated now.
Well,
since the circles have been called off.
Shuma's initiating conversation, so I'll happily partake. You know, we're on the dark side now.
Lonnie, we're not on the dark side now. This is not a dark side, light side situation. That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
You assisted a criminal who killed somebody. Why did you do that?
I don't think I don't know if they actually intended to kill them.
Either way, she's still dealing with something that's out of her hands.
I don't know. It seems like the right thing to do. It may not completely reveal itself yet, but I think it was the right choice. Let's see.
In my personal opinion, I think.
Open-ended conversation. People are listening.
Oh,
Wait, is this Jake?
yes.
Oh, okay. I thought for some reason that was a guard.
No, I am Jake, Night Star, and I'm also terribly afraid because somebody just died.
That's fine.
You're afraid because somebody died, but you're a knight?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
Death is a natural thing, but that's an unnatural way to die.
Isn't, like, poison found in herbs and stuff that grows in nature?
Not that kind of poison. That was far more.
Oh, so you know what type of poison it is.
Oh God, no! But that was extensive.
Did they actually leave any evidence up there?
The only thing you can see via evidence up, like if you get getting close enough, but not too close because the guards won't let you. You can see on top of like the I'm losing my brain. Of like the platform is the two shattered glasses with the wine still on the ground, as well as you can see that the wine bottle that had the wine in it is currently just laying on the ground as well, not broken, but like kind of chipped and just laying on the ground with a little bit of wine still dripping.
How far away from that are we?
Where you guys are, because they're keeping you at least 5 feet away from the platform, the distance is about 15 feet.
Okay. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do one of the sounds of I'm gonna mimic the guard's voice as my minor illusion loudly and say, "There she is," and try to give myself advantage on a stealth check after that. But I guess I'd have to see how well I mimic the guard's voice first.
Yeah, give me a performance.
Can I do
I'll give them.
intelligence?
I'll give Lonnie a. I'll give her a DM inspiration. No, dungeon.
Bardic.
Yeah, just
Do you
Bard-
not have your DM inspiration?
No,
Bardic inspiration.
they mean bardic inspiration. Also,
I know,
have
but I
DM
gave you-
inspiration.
Huh?
I don't think I have one. Maybe I just didn't mark
I
it on my
gave
sheet.
you guys one first session.
I might have used
You
it.
should
I don't know.
all
It's not
have
on my
at least
sheet.
one. I'm still holding on to mine until something important happens.
Yeah, I told y'all first session, like I enjoyed y'all so much that I gave you guys your first like DM inspiration.
All I know is my thing is empty, and I don't remember using it. But maybe I just didn't mark it down.
Mm.
I'm gonna
We
leave
could've
it
done.
empty, and you can tell me if I can put it in.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I'll get an extra one if I used it already. Then. Can I do an intelligence instead of a performance?
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to mimic something, right?
With magic.
That is you with magic.
Which is Arcana, which is intelligence.
That'd probably be
I
like a
know.
minor illusion thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mm.
doing. I'm not doing it with my
Okay.
voice. I'm doing it with the minor illusion cantrip
Okay.
behind
Okay,
them,
go
so
ahead.
they have to look away from the evidence area.
Okay, then give me intelligence.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, yeah, give me an intelligence to, like, make it good
it
enough to
didn't
be
work,
distracted.
but it was loud. Does that count? Oh wait.
Hold on, let me...
Oh, I have to do my bardic inspiration.
Yes, you also
What is
have
that?
that.
6, 4, 8?
6d6.
Okay. Hey, 13.
Okay, it's a 13. Damn, 13 in a row. What the fuck? Alright, roll another. Because there's at least, like, 10 guards, like, surrounding this. Let me roll a d10 to see how many fall for it. So one guard looks and goes, "I'm gonna see what that was," and he goes running after it while the rest of them just stand there and continue like making sure no one else follows.
I'm gonna cast. I think I'm gonna cast Mage Hand as well
For what?
Mm-hmm.
to grab the wine bottle.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna try to see if I could shape water, which wouldn't work, probably, because it does specifically say water.
So
Ooh, thank you.
I'm gonna do Mage Hand, and then I'm gonna also try to do a Sleight of Hand to see if I can get the wine bottle, and I'm gonna use my DM inspiration point as
Go
well
right ahead.
to see if I can get it.
Okay.
Okay. And then so
Let
I
me-
roll again.
Let me roll a d20. See if they notice.
Okay, hold on. I would like to use a reactionary silvery barbs to see that one of the guards is happening. So that means the triggering creature must re-roll and use the lower roll, and then the creature you can see within range has advantage on the next. So not this one, but the next one that they make.
Okay. So they
Within a
get
minute.
disadvantage. So I'll roll again.
Correct.
I also want to note that it's not the guards noticing. It is gonna be like they have like a doctor on site that's in the middle of like looking over him and like passing him down and shit.
Whoever's like the one that is most likely to react to it. Okay, well that didn't do anything, but it was an attempt.
Yeah. What they'll see is like they'll kind of like be looking around looking for like the items that are the poison essentially, and they'll look over and they'll see this just floating hand just trying to like slowly just drag away the wine bottle, and then immediately just kind of like kicks at the hand and picks up the bottle
Okay.
and just looks around like, that was weird.
Spell
Jesus.
it. I'll see if I can keep my cool, I guess.
I'm just gonna.
So that would be like deception,
Interesting.
right?
They're not really looking at you because they can't really see you beyond the guards, so they're not really assuming anything. They're just looking around and then just kind of like is throwing it off, like whatever. That was just weird, and just walking away with the bottle.
Probably gonna place a hand on Ash. Like, what are you doing?
I was just something's weird about this.
Criminal activity. I would like to.
And we're.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say yes, and we're slowly becoming part of it, which we shouldn't.
I think we're already part of it.
It's too late.
No.
Does out of character, does Shuma already know about what happened in the slum area in character?
June does not. No.
She wasn't at the bar.
That would explain a large amount of what's happening. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think we should explain and catch you up on stuff.
Not here though.
What have you been doing?
Good things.
Fun
I'm
things.
going to just grab Lonnie by the shoulder, grab Ash by the hand. Just both of you tell me exactly what's going on. Take me where you've been.
Okay.
You sure?
There's
There's naughty bits there.
I don't think we should take you where we've been because I think the guards are all looking there. They're there, and Ashley kind of gestures towards like the red light district where they have actually been, where the guards were like going towards, and like.
Okay.
So I think we should just go back to that tavern.
Yes, we're going to stop at the tavern. I'm going to investigate the bartender about these wines.
Okay. And also,
Both of you.
in a private way, we were going to talk about what happened. What we found out.
Tell me in exactly your words.
All right.
As we walk.
You guys head over to the tavern again. To our inside, you can see they're actually in the middle of arresting the bartender. As they've got him over the counter and they're locking him up, and he's like, "This isn't fair. I didn't do anything."
Insight check.
Okay.
Can I recall what he was saying about the mayor?
He preferred lavender.
Isn't that the one who's still alive?
Yep.
No, that's the tavern. Or like the tavern keep. Like the bartender.
I know, but Lavender is the politician who survived the poison.
Lavender's the one who hasn't died, the one who is still surviving. I think she's.
Yeah, so maybe
Yes,
Lavender
he is
has
still
to-
holding on. Well, Kennel has been announced as dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so,
what we're talking about.
That's. I'm theorizing that. Cash will say this in like when they're in private. So,
Okay. You said you wanted to roll an insight on him?
Yeah. I want to roll an insight on the bartender just to see.
Might do the same.
He seems pretty genuine. Like he looks really confused, and he's like looking at them, like going through his shit, and he's like, "Hey, don't break anything or take anything. That's years of hard work." As they like pull him up by like the back of his like shirt and start dragging him out of there, and as he sees you guys and he's like, "Oh, you can vouch for me." As he like looks at Chuma like, "You saw me. I didn't do anything," and he's just getting dragged out.
And Ash is just like, he's telling the truth.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain he's telling the truth. I don't think he intended to it. It might have not been the wine that was poisoned, but the glasses.
He's going to pull out the wine. We can always make sure to see if
You
this
want me to
kills
drink it?
anything. What?
You said... Oh, okay.
What did you say?
Did
No,
you
what
want
did
me...
you say?
Did you want me to drink the wine?
No, I don't want you to drink something that's potentially poisonous.
Oh, okay. So
And
you
if you're
do
going to
care
act like a
about
child,
me.
you're going to be treated as one, which means you get no alcohol.
You would like to, if you would like to recall, Lonnie not once has ever had alcohol the entirety of you ever knowing her. So
Neither has Ash.
that's not really a punishment. That's like saying you can't go, for an introvert, you can't go outside and socialize. Oh, darn.
You're grounded to your room. Fine, I stay there anyways.
You're grounded. Go outside. The second you have fun, I'm putting you back inside.
That's honestly the right way to ground an introvert. You're grounded, go outside.
Looks like you dig a hole. Alright, so how do you want to test the wine?
I think I want them to, like, go to the rooms that we had took out.
Yeah.
Just bring them to the, like, rooms and just, like, have the doors locked and just be like, okay, as I try this, both of you tell me exactly what happened. And
Also,
she does that. She's gonna get herself a glass.
I'd like to point out that Timberpelt has been learning alchemy. Perhaps there's a way to test for poison that he might have learned about or is learning.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I do think that he would be the best to test it. To test the
It
wine.
doesn't hurt to have multiple people testing it.
Yeah.
I have a strong constitution for these things. I don't think poison is going to harm
So
me
you're
too hard.
alcohol over it. I understand.
I just have a high tolerance.
Do you? You're talking about alcohol. Not me.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Just both of you explain what you're doing as I figure this out, and she's
Okay.
pour herself a glass of wine.
Okay.
Let me solve this
Investigated.
problem. Starts drinking wine.
Alright.
I'm gonna drink it right away. I'm just gonna like do like a nature check to see if I can smell anything off about it.
Okay. No, it smells like wine. It smells fruity, earthy, a little bit seedy,
That's nothing to whine
kind of
about, though.
lemony. Ooh,
I'll give
is that spearmint?
shoot a DM by DM inspiration if she wants
Well,
to.
You don't have
She's got DM inspiration.
Yeah, you
you
don't have
already
to.
used yours on the sleight of hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna as I'm doing this, just
Well, that's not
Go
the
on.
con check. That's the.
what
that's
did you
the-
both do yesterday?
Okay. We both went to the red light district. In
Where
like
is that?
Waffle.
Is that like a
Well, it's like the
building,
opposite
or-
of the green light district.
Lonnie?
It's a brothel pleasure house where you pay for this adult fun times.
Yeah, you get to look at naughty bits.
What Lonnie said.
They pay coin for that?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that easy.
Ba-doo.
As you guys are all like talking, and Shuma, you're about to try the wine. Ripley, you come in as you're like, man, it took me forever to get away from those guards, and you just see Shuma with the glass partway to her lips of like the wine, the same kind of like that she said that was the same wine that ended up like poisoning them. And she's about to try it.
I just fucking got out. What the fuck, Shuma?
I'm just trying to make sure it's not poisonous.
By drinking it.
I have
I
cure
assumed-
wounds. I am technically a magical doctor.
Sorry. Kimberly,
I
God.
also have
There
Fucking-
could
ways to help.
there could have been other ways to to investigate it instead of
Oh, you know what?
being a human being a guinea pig.
You know
It's
what?
the most direct way.
I would like to also, I would like to also offer up a Thiki root, which is in my inventory. This root tastes bitter, but is tough, or is thought to aid digestive health. When you use an action to consume a dose, you gain an advantage on saving throws against the effects of
Where'd you get
poisonous
that?
or toxic substances for 8 hours.
Okay. I guess that'd be helpful at the end. She's going to take a sip.
You take a sip of the wine. It's pretty good wine, You got the smell you had before. You're getting that little bit of nut. It's sweet, but not super sweet. It's just a little bit tart too. And that little hint of like as you breathe in, you get that spearmint hitting the back of your throat, and it's a pretty good wine. And as you stand there and you guys are watching her, nothing happens. No visceral reaction to poison. No like shaking or foaming at the mouth like what happened to Mr. Cunnell and Miss Lavender. She's fine.
So
It was that.
So,
Um,
Ripley, what'd you do? Did you poison
didn't-
them?
I did nothing yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was the cloaked figure.
Wait.
They had the
The-
poison.
Wait, the one we saw at the bar?
Yes.
The one.
I saw her again, and she was almost caught by the guard until Lonnie helped them escape.
Yeah, Lonnie was the one who did the fart noise and made the guard like a pretend fart noise, and then summoned a giant cookie, and also made the
Besides, between all this chaos, Lonnie, why?
We joined the dark side. Was it not clear?
It's
Just going to stand up.
not completely, Ronnie. That's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
There is no
Lonnie.
light and dark. There is just gray, just shades of gray.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Well,
Can you?
we could have at least have you had a chance to talk to her, or she just left?
No, we haven't gotten a chance to talk to her because she got away.
Shit.
But we can go find her, at least.
Were you able to get a closer look at her? Because
Yeah, she was
She
a
had
dark skinned
scales.
UNT.
I fucking knew it.
It looked like if you were like half of you. Like she had your blood, but not all the way.
Ah, shit.
Some say half breed, some say just.
She also only had one hand.
One
Like,
hand?
she had a nub. Either that or it was a very smooth, balled up fist, but it looked like a nub. Like a missing appendage.
That we have to. If we do find her, we'll just ask questions and.
She looked scared, nervous, and guilty.
Hmm. Probably she's been forced. Probably she's been forced to. Yeah.
Makes you think she was forced.
If you look, if you, sorry, god damn it. if what you said is true, that she looked guilty or she felt guilty, there's probably something behind it, either force or
It's also possible that the poison was made to make them sick, like lavender was, but because of the age, what was the other one's name? The guy.
Tanner.
Mr. Kennel.
Yeah, Kennel might have not been so resilient to the effect, and so what was made to make somebody sick and like make a spectacle on stage ended up causing death to Kennel, whereas due to the youth of Lavender was able to come out relatively, I mean, scathed but not permanently.
So, oh, well then, that's
It's a speculation. It's not what happened. It's a possibility.
Well then, god damn! Every time we're in this place, more surprises happen.
Yeah.
And when we went to in Shushima, when we went to the red light district, we followed somebody to a black market to sell that people who sell usually scrupulous goods of varying illegal, most likely illegal.
Yeah, like this. And Lonnie shows the little map locket.
Yeah. Yes. And so we found out a lot of information. For example, Cleo, our captain that was on our ship, has been kidnapped. Has been arrested. Not kidnapped. Arrested.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they are
Seems
in
good.
the prison. Let me look. That's closest
I
to the
wish I-
capital of light, the White Gulch.
I wish I
Lonnie will
wasn't
pull out
drunk
her
that
map
day.
and show this one.
I will make a quick token, noting that she's there, by the way.
You could just maybe put her character token there.
What about?
I don't think I have one.
What else
Oh,
did you
okay.
find other than our captain has been arrested?
Well,
Did you figure out why she was?
I feel like we don't know why, but we assume that it's something to do with the king having an interest in keeping everybody in this continent. Therefore no port trades, there's no ships out, there's no airships.
So basically, we cannot get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I think that's the intention.
Yeah, that's why they say born in the light, die in the light. That's why that's their motto, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Is there any reason to explain why we're a part of the dark side now?
Yes, that's why we're part of the dark side, because we're
So-
now going against Odin.
Correct.
Odrin.
Okay.
Not Odin. Odrin.
Who determined this?
We did as
Who
soon
just
as we
declared?
signed. We did as soon as we signed the contract with the person in the mansion that we were going to steal something from the king's domain in his
Yep.
personal
Not that
archive.
part. I mean, the points of letting a criminal run away after killing the mayors, they aren't altered.
But didn't they have the symbol on their arm or something?
Tattoo.
That doesn't mean
No, they did not have the tattoo of the taint.
Okay, no. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
The lady from the that was in the Blackbird's nest told you that the person you're looking for in the Capital of Light, currently running that Blackbird's nest, does have the tattoo of the tainted on them.
Okay, yeah. And I also tell this to Shuma as well.
Yeah, so effectively, Shuma, we made black market underdark criminal, well, not underdark, but criminal contacts. So we are officially tied to the black market.
And also we're going against the light as well.
okay, if we are okay, well, I'm all for it, but if we are gonna do some blows, against who, there has to be some sort of resistance people, people that are against Odrin.
You see that Lonnie is working on a little scrap of metallic of some kind with artificer, or Yeah, artificer tools. Tinker's
Also-
tools.
Petition, maybe potential name for our group might be the dark side.
No, that's
I
too.
Disagree with that.
That's too. To be honest,
Too on the nose.
to be honest, I don't. That's no.
We can't be DMCA. Also,
We could.
Yeah, I don't
we
want
could,
Disney coming after me.
We could say
I
we have cookies.
I mean, this is live on YouTube, so I don't want the player of Lonnie getting DMCA.
The what now? Why?
I
last
don't
week,
no.
What were you saying, Shuma?
last we should do is come up with a name. We should actually worry about what's going on now, like finding the actual criminal.
Yes, we should do that.
So you do
But-
want to associate with criminal?
No, I associating with stopping someone from murdering someone and getting away with it. Unlike you, who just let them get away.
No, not let them. I helped them get away.
No,
Oh,
Isn't
you
that
let
better?
them get away.
Hell.
Okay.
With the
The
pop
only
sound
thing
thing.
we need from it is answers. That's what only matters.
Yes.
The only thing we need is
Answer-
answers.
In Ripley,
Get answers and alert them to the authorities.
aside from arguments about specifics on whether you let them get away or you help them, answers are what you are searching for, and answers are what you seek to find. If you are going to search for this person, I'm going to either have all of you roll an investigation check, or one of you is going to be picked to roll the investigation check with advantage with group help.
I would like to do that because I have proficiency in investigation.
yeah. And we also have the black market ties, so we could.
You do as well, so if you
Absolutely.
wanted to ask around, you could.
Yeah.
You have no idea what the name of this person is. However, you do have an idea of what they look like,
Yeah.
which
and-
is they are a dark near black-skinned, kind of gray-skinned, partial UNT with yellow-orange hair, curly, with kind of scraggly brown clothes that looks like that of somebody who is a part of like the slums, somebody who is not that well off, that seems to have one hand that is missing.
Could you remind me, the player, what the name of the curse that happens for the quarry that changes people's appearance? Is that what they look like?
No, the tainted, the way they were described to you, is as they are cracked
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
gray and
So
black.
it's just a darker
Can-
but not cracked skin.
Well, can I
Yes.
also Ali, DM, do you want me to also like explain some other stuff that what features the Athena have, or you want me to or you want me to wait for that, or hold on to it?
I explained some things to them, that sometimes they have eyes missing or mouths missing. They can have extra eyes or an extra mouth in a special spot.
There we go.
They always have a tattoo that always has to be visible. That is something you are made aware of. The tattoo has to be visible, so you would know.
Okay.
All right.
I explain also explain all of this to Shuma and basically say, Aldrin also is probably like treating these people very badly.
Okay. Thing is, if we, I'm not sure what's happening. What's happening?
My sister and my mother
Or fighting
arguing
over Beat
about
Saber?
Beat Saber.
Yeah.
They're doing a Beat Saber battle. They're trying to see who can get higher scores.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say this: I need a truth from everyone before we make rash decisions.
Ooh, I like truths.
Thank you.
If we do find our culprit, first things first, we need to know what's the motives, why they did it, before we can make any final judgment.
That's not a truth. That's just a statement.
Truce. They said truce.
Oh, truce. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does
So if
everyone
we-
agree?
if we-
Yes.
If we find this person, we're not gonna immediately tell the authorities.
Jake will
Not
approach
yet,
and
until
raise his sword. I vow with my life. However, if I find that they are a murderer, they will be slain by my blade, and he'll like start swinging it wildly in front of him.
if there's a reason to it, because I mean we are all new to this land, and we don't have at the moment we are getting information, but we're still new. So we'll have to see for ourselves if we find them.
And then Ashes is also just going to say, also, quick reminder to everyone, do not, if you are from the other continent, came here on the ship, do not tell them that we are from the ship. Do not offer up that as information. And if you're Jake, do not tell other people that we are from the flying airship.
I will keep my lips sealed. And he'll wiggle his whiskers.
Yeah.
Good boy.
That you know what? I'm starting to appreciate. I'm starting to appreciate Jake more and more.
Also, Jake,
I'm a good boy.
Okay, good boy.
No,
you get to go on. You get to go on my back.
I was gonna say no, you're not a good boy. You're the best of boys.
He's gonna scramble to get onto Ash's back. Like you can see his hands on top of it, and his legs are doing that little scramble motion.
Yeah.
He's trying really hard to get on top of your back.
Okay, let's go and okay.
All right, Shuma.
I'll scratch his head.
Shuma.
Yes. Yes.
Do you agree?
Agree on to what exactly? Just
If we find the person,
we don't immediately tell the authorities.
until we make final judgment, until we get answers.
we can do that. Yes. I just wish to know what's going on and make sure that they pay for what they did.
If we find enough evidence and find out the real reason, then we could.
Hey Shuma, why do you
Yes.
have an interest in making people pay? What is your moral obligation in seeking justice?
I'm gonna interrupt you.
Oh.
Well,
As you hear that, and you kind of think on it for just that brief second, you hear that voice again in your head. Because those who deserve punishment deserve the worst.
so yeah, what were you? What's your reasoning? Because I didn't hear that. So
Don't just breathe in, down, just because they do deserve it. If you commit something that is heinous, such as murder or an act such as that, you must pay for it.
I like the dark
Ominous.
side in you. See?
Ominous.
That's not the dark side. That's just appropriate.
So
That is very ominous.
are you talking about torture? Are you talking
All
about?
right, as you guys go on for the semantics of what is right and wrong and what is good and bad.
All right. So you guys.
Another names thing. Grayscale.
No,
No.
no, we're not doing warrior cats.
No, there's no grayscale. It's gray stripe, dumbass.
Yeah,
language.
I was saying grayscale because we are morally
No.
gray characters.
Even better, Blood Clan.
No,
Scourge.
Brambleclaw.
Step right there, kill the scum.
Alright. Ashima just kind of like phases out of existence as you guys continue walking. As you guys come up with other names. Lonnie, give me your investigation check as you guys leave the inn and begin to walk the heavily foot trafficked of soldiers like area.
So the out of character. Am I the one doing the investigation by myself at advantage?
Yes, you will do it with advantage because you're just going to be the party helping you.
Yeah, I think we're just following you.
Nailed it.
Follow Delani.
Mm. So, Lonnie, you're kind of.
With the party's help. This is not all
With-
on me.
I know. As you're kind of just like looking around and you're like, oh god, I don't really. A lot of this is just a lot, and you're trying your best to like also not look suspicious as you're looking around, and everyone else is just. You can hear Ripley and Ash discussing more names and disagreeing and agreeing, while Jake is just like, I think we should call ourselves Jake Nightstar and Co. As Shuma's just walking behind you all, just kind of phased out of existence, just looking at this like the the houses, and you're just like, wow, you guys are unreliable.
I still think we should be called the dark side.
No, that's too. That's just. I would say too over the top.
Maybe oatmeal cookies?
I mean, I would go for some oatmeal.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
Burnt cookies.
But no, we definitely
We are the
definitely
oatmeal
need.
batter.
We definitely. I was supposed to say, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember the tales of the Guardians?
No.
Oh, Timberpelt.
Damn.
I don't think
Wait.
we
Oh,
have
wait.
the same lore legends as you do.
Oh, like is it like the person who shattered the sun?
No. Well, that's what the group we're going up against.
Guardians of the Lake.
So we should get something similar like that, but we need to earn the name.
Oh, Timberpelt. It may
Oh,
be
true, yeah.
text
Her
is
names
is,
are fun.
is typing.
He tippy tapping.
Tippy tappy tappy.
Pitter patter.
Tippy tappy pitter patter. All right.
But let's find out corporate.
Maybe it's just like it's just too heavily guarded right now. So like, Blackbird's kind of like shut up.
If one of you wants, or if all of you want to roll me a perception, I would appreciate it.
Oh sure.
You want?
4.
Do you want to hear something broken?
Hmm.
All I can say is I'm playing a Sharkin in somebody's game yesterday.
Roll me a perception.
I'm gonna roll it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And there's a Sharkin sub race where I'm playing as a nurse shark, and they have the advantage. They always have advantage on investigation and perception checks.
Which is great. I love that.
And she's
Because
a
it also
cleric.
gives me chance for storytelling. Alright. So, Lonnie, you're kind of just more paying attention to the fact that everything is like there's a lot of guards, and you're just thinking about how really funny that fart trick was.
Also,
And,
I'm tiny.
Yes, you're also very tiny. Okay. Tobin said he remembers the first 4.5 days, 4.5 days, but nothing more. Okay, cool. So he didn't do anything beyond the 4.5.
Okay.
Alright. But Ripley, as Ash is also still like, man, I really want the dark side as our name. And Jake's just not paying attention because he's too busy feeling cool on top of a horse. You, out of the corner of your eye, you do see, like, in one of, like, a smaller kind of shacked house, you do see a figure approaching it and opening the door. And from what you can tell, as you kind of get a look at them as they go in, you do realize it's Miss Lavender as she looks around, enters into the home, and shuts the door behind her.
She's going to nudge at Lonnie or basically both Lonnie and Ash and basically point at the place where Lavender went. You can go check there.
Okay.
But the thing is, which one of us is which? Well, probably Lonnie. So I say, which one of us is the most more sneakier, the sneaky type?
Who
I got a
did
+2.
well at hide and seek?
Money.
Who's tiny?
Love
Lonnie.
Okay,
So-
Kimberly, I hear you. You can stop yelling.
Kimberly.
That's right. We can hear you too in the recording.
Oh no. All right. Do you guys wish to approach the shack?
Yes, but I would go around.
You can just do like a little squeeze between an alleyway that's along the side of it. Ash and Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Door.
Door.
The door that she went in. Because
Mm-hmm.
why be sneaky when you can use the front door?
Okay, and Ash.
And I think Ash is just actually gonna stay outside, I guess. And he's gonna give a bardic inspiration to Lonnie.
All right. You kind of inspire her. Is Lonnie? I'm guessing you enter through the front door.
I play a little classical tune on my lute.
Wait, Lonnie, what the fuck are you doing?
Ripley, as you so you can see through one of the boarded windows, and you can see
And he's just like,
two
"Don't
people on the
this is-
inside.
don't this
And
is-"
Lonnie, you open the door. Just straight up, you just open the door, right?
I open the door just enough for my body to enter, but I don't open it wide, revealing the inside to the world. I just open enough for me to go inside, then close it behind me, but I'm not sneaky about it.
Okay. You squeeze your way in and shut it kind of loudly, and you see the two figures in front of you, and Ripley, you're able to cast them, or see them as well, as they both turn around to look at the door, and you can see it's very clearly Miss Lavender, who looks like a little pale and ill, as she's just recently barely survived a poisoning, and in front of her, currently kind of holding her other arm with the hand that's still missing, holding her arm with the with her still remaining hand, and staring at you, really afraid right now, is the same person that you helped escape.
Oh hey, I have a thing. I'm gonna pull out one of the sticky roots to help with poisoning. And I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of take 2 out. You can pick one, I'll eat one. But this is to help you not feel like you're dying, Lavender. Also, hi, I'm Lainey. My name was read on stage.
Miss Lavender will look at the partial you went to you was they a friend of yours?
I was the
No,
one that
no,
did the dispersal, made it look like there were many of you.
I don't know who they are. And as you can see, she's starting to shake as she's looking up at Lavender, as Lavender will put a hand out and gently place it on her shoulder. And for a minute, the Persianti will jump at this, but then relax to the touch, as Lavender will just smile at her and look over. What did you say about illusions? And she'll take her hand off of the Yuan-Ti as she'll approach you, Lonnie. And Ripley, you can see as Lavender takes her hand off of the Yuan-Ti. The Yuan-Ti seems to almost try to reach out to grab her hand, but pulls her hand back. As Miss Lavender will approach you, Lonnie, and kind of crouch down in front of you so she could be eye level.
Okay, so you said something about illusions? So I'm gonna sit on the floor like I'm playing with a block. And then I'm gonna do with minor illusion. So it's a little tiny cube. A 5-foot cube. I'm gonna do small versions of the scene that happened as though it were a 3-dimensional hologram of the illusions spreading out in a crowd.
She'll just watch this with like a little smile on her face as she's just watching you do it.
I also
Very
made the
interesting.
guard fire.
That's nice. What are you doing around here? Such slums shouldn't be for someone so small and young.
We're doing investigating.
Why the
Are
fuck?
you now?
Yeah.
What kind of investigating?
Whip is just gonna like just in her mindset. What the fuck?
I was asked the
That
question.
just
I don't.
slowly opens the door.
Lonnie doesn't lie.
Did you say you opened the door?
Yeah.
Okay, you open the door and you just see Miss Lavender crouched down and talking to Lonnie and looking up at you. Oh, there's more of you.
Yes, that's why she said we.
Ash, look, I made a friend.
And
But
you
I
can
put-
see the UNT, the partial UNT is terrified at this point. She's just like, oh no.
Calm. Okay, calm yourself. Calm down. We do not intend on telling. We just want to know what the truth is.
What the fuck?
Truth of what? Instead, Miss Lavender will stand up and just look at you.
What happened? And I cast charm person on Miss Lavender.
Okay.
This is what true espionage looks like. This is what true stealth and secrecy looks like, Ripley.
I am in awe.
So Lonnie's success in life comes from dumb blunders and acting like a child and it playing out just fine.
We could have at least get the son the truth at least.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no... Lying only leads to negative things.
As you kind of just approach and you kind of like, how do you charm them?
I say, we just want to know the truth. And I bow to her, I guess. Give her a slight bow.
She kind of falls into it and she's like, the truth.
What happened on stage?
I was poisoned. Alongside my competitor.
And you had no knowledge that this was going to happen?
Can you show me charm person?
Charm person. Okay, the charm person spell. Okay, show
Yes.
in explain BT.
It doesn't... I don't believe it's, truth-telling.
It's not truth telling, yeah, but it just says
As a friendly acquaintance.
Ah. Alright. I guess roll
she regards me as a friendly acquaintance, and when the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by me.
Okay. She'll
Oh boy.
just no idea.
The duration is an
Insight
hour,
check.
though.
I just wanted to take a moment to toast to my fellow competitor.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Natural 1.
This is the most sincere woman you've ever come across in your life.
That's with all
You
politicians.
can see her eyes, beautiful golden eyes, just pooling with truth. Her eyes are golden, right?
Do I see
You need to
this?
make sure her eyes are golden.
You
No,
are-
her beautiful blue eyes are swimming with truth.
I do believe Ripley is watching, so yes, I would...
Yes, Ripley, you are watching as well. And you can see the partial UNT is looking around kind of afraid before beginning to approach and being like, Mom, Nerix, I don't think they're supposed to be here. And Slaverna will turn around and look at her. It's okay, Cider. They're friends.
Mom?
What the fuck is happening?
I don't believe I introduced you to the acquaintance of mine. I came here because I was worried that they would have put the blame on my poor friend here, Cider.
Oh.
You see, she is UNT and a Black Mamba kind. So, and with her previous records, and Cider will like kind of wave her only hand, just like, please don't talk about it. It's nothing. Um, I appreciate your help since you said you helped me. And she's gonna look at Lonnie, just like I appreciate it, but if I could ask, sorry, could you leave?
We will leave once you tell us the truth and the whole truth, or all the information that you know about delivering the drinks to your friend here.
I didn't do that.
And
I'm gonna insight check.
Okay.
Wait, can I hear what's been going on as well?
You can hear it, yes, through the boards.
Can I roll either an insight check on that?
You can roll an insight, yeah, just based on the sound of her voice.
Damn, even with
It's a bit of a waver. Like she kind of, I didn't do that. Just kind of wavering a bit on it.
we saw you give it to them.
We
When?
did? I don't.
Well, my friend saw you give it to them. Yes, we saw you give it to them.
I didn't see it.
And Nerix will look over and be like, "It's all right, darling. Cider does bring me drinks. She usually gets them supplied from the same barkeep as normal. So
She has
that's usually who I get it from."
And she has always given you these drinks?
Oh, yes, I politely ask if she can bring me some. I send her on an errand with money. It's a thanks, it's sort of a give and take situation. I give her a little more than it's worth. She keeps the extra. It's my aid to her as a thank you.
And I am just going to be intently watching Cider's face.
Cider is just looking at the back of Nerix's head so intently. Not with, like, anger or malice or anything, just more of concern and... Roll me another insight.
Yeah, oh.
Infatuation.
Oh shit, indeed. Whoever said that.
She has this just look of just infatuation. Infatuation.
Wait, lavender?
No, the UNT cider. She
Oh.
has this infatuation, it looks like, that's kind of longing, loving gaze towards Miss Lavender.
Ooh.
Cider, you care a lot for Miss Lavender, yes?
We care a lot for each other.
So
We're
you would do
friends.
anything to probably do anything to make sure you really want her to succeed as mayor, correct?
I support her and I voted for her, yes.
And you would do anything to also protect her if, say, from a competitor or if
No,
okay. No?
no. Miss Lavender will kind of like raise a hand, like, if I may have input, it sounds like you're accusing my friend here of an awful thing.
I would never do that. I'm just trying to find out what's going on, the information. Do you have any idea who would want to harm you and Kenilworth?
Well, anyone who opposed the mayorship, I suppose. It was a dreadfully long time. I mean, it was quite the fight for the both of us. Keeping headstrong between different people. I always had one side of the town, he always had another. I already kind of assumed he'd win, but I just wanted a toast to bring everything together.
That's understandable.
But my friend Cider here does have her understandable nervousnesses. As she'll go back towards Cider and put another hand on her shoulder. As Cider will kind of like lean on her. And she'll be like, if you wouldn't mind, privacy would be welcome.
Yes. Of course, in my discretion, I just, Cider, I'm sure you did not intend to, harm either Kenilworth or Miss Lavender here, right? And I'm gonna do another insight check.
I didn't hurt anyone. You can't really tell.
Okay.
I just wanted to give her wine.
Do you know who could have laced the wine with poison? Or the cups?
Maybe the barkeep.
The
That's who I
barkeep.
usually get it from. Maybe he thought we were only giving it to Mr. Kennel. That's just what I'm thinking.
I'm fairly certain the barkeep is innocent.
Then I don't know.
Okay. Alright, I'm out of ideas. Lonnie,
Yeah.
do you have any questions for them?
Well, we know that they smooching, and that's a secret. So, shh. But, I really just feel that super awesome snake lady cider here, is being falsely accused. Now, that's my perspective. I'm not sure what reason Lavender would ever have to poison anybody, because that seems dumb. Honestly, I think... Well, honestly, I'm not really sure. I feel like you've gotten most of the points across trying to figure out where the wine along what point and when the poison entered
Wait,
the
what?
cups.
They're talking to Cider and Lavender.
Yeah. Yeah, so, again, do you have any idea... Okay, Cider, do you have... Could the cups or the drink have been in possession of anyone else other than you at any time in the last 24 hours? Or the barkeep?
No.
Any time, a period of time where you were away from the drink?
No. It's just been here with me.
It's been here?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is my house.
Do we know what type of Lavender? Do you know what type of poison that was used? Like when the doctors healed you?
They seemed unsure. It was, from what they could tell, it was a very fast-acting poison. But they seem to think because I did not drink as much as I could have, and I was saved by the extreme effects of it, while Mr. Kennel, sadly enough, drank more than I did. And they're also putting age into factor. Seems I'm a little sturdier than the old crow.
I'm like, Lonnie, wasn't the wine very expensive, or like how expensive was this wine?
Me personally, I don't remember. I don't drink wine. I don't know how expensive it was.
The only people who know how much the wine was Shuma and Ripley,
Okay,
because they were the ones present at the bar.
okay, I'll save that question for later then. Oh, well, I was gonna ask, like, Cider, what was the price of the wine again? Was this like top shelf things, or?
No, I didn't. I just asked for just the usual, like 5 gold wine.
Wait, so this was like her usual drink?
No, her usual's a little more expensive. And as she starts talking about that, Lavender kind of squeezes her, and she goes quiet. And Lavender's like, "Yes, I usually ask for something about 20 gold, but normally I didn't want to put in too much work for that part, and you know, wine's wine these days. So I just asked for the simple 5 gold. You know, not usually the higher shelves."
Shit about to go down.
So, did people know that you were going to give a toast?
No, that was simply a surprise made by my own choice.
But do you usually get this drink for like social conventions, or?
Well, yes, but usually it's the more top dollar, especially if I'm in the midst of speaking with people who are going to vie for me, my votings.
So why did you buy something that was a lot cheaper than you usually do?
Because I knew I probably wouldn't have the gold after not winning the mayor's side.
Why do you believe you weren't gonna win?
Because everybody loved him. He was a good man. Very good man. Sad to see somebody go, so early before their time. He was well loved, well beyond just the normal city walls, even deep within the slums, the Red Line.
Do you really intend to overturn all of the Red Line district in the slum?
Goodness no, that's merely rumor.
Insight check.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Insight
Natural
check.
20.
He's lying.
Yeah.
She kind of has this smirk as she says it.
I want to go adventuring.
Do you want to go adventuring?
Adventure.
Like,
Out of character, yeah.
Shuma. At this point, you kind of just come to as you realize you're just standing in the middle of the street, and you look over and you see Ash in the middle, like halfway in the doorway, and just
I thought I was clear that I had fully closed the door, but this.
Oh, you're in the door. Okay,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
inside.
I don't think
Okay.
this kind of conversation would be had with the door open.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is not.
I didn't know.
I had Jake, but Jake Nightstar is definitely outside standing guard.
Yeah, you can see Jake holding his sword out in front of him, fully like unsheathed, as he's just standing guard, fully stanced and fluffed out.
I'm gonna walk towards him. Just, hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Put your sword away.
Okay, he just sheaths it.
Just petting. Where's the girl?
Behind me.
Good. Just gonna open the door.
Oh boy.
You can see the sight before you. Ash interrogating the UNT as Lavender has the arm around the UNT. And Lavender will look up and be like, "Oh yes, more people. Exactly what I love. It's getting a bit crowded, isn't it? In such a tiny space."
We can go out into the street and have the conversation there if you want to.
I spells real
Yeah.
quick.
I'm sure that this will be a lovely one to have.
I'd prefer to stay within the home.
Oh, okay.
What have you? If you all are free, I would love to speak with you outside the room, just to know what's going on. And of course, to give her air, she's.
You can see the UNT's shaking. Like, she is shaking.
I'm gonna try to glare at her, see if I can intimidate her.
The UNT?
Yeah, it's just like, if you tell us the
Okay.
truth, and if you tell us the truth, good things will happen.
Okay, roll me an intimidation.
11.
He's not intimidated. He'll just kind of like look away.
Okay.
Can I tell that Ash was trying to be intimidating there? Okay, just. While I walk over, just.
I think
Are
Ash is
you the one? Oh, sorry.
I think Ash is just gonna like tilt his head towards like try to like tilt his head towards the UNT. Like tilt his head and like move his head towards her, like that's like gesturing who she is.
May I ask you a question, miss?
She's not going to look at you, but she will mutter.
Go
May we
ahead.
outside? It's quite cramped in here.
And Lavender will speak for her. I'm sure she doesn't want to go outside, considering that the gods are looking for her. Wanting to put my friend here in false chains for something she did not commit. I'm sure she would not have tried to poison me or my competitor.
I'd like to persuade this UNT girl with just saying, I can let you know that if you're as long as you're within my care, nothing will bad happen to you.
How would you like to persuade them?
Just a simple persuasion check.
Okay. Would you like to use your inspiration dice?
No.
I wink at Shuma and give her some bardic inspiration. Or
Would you like to add that?
Yeah, I'll like an additional d6 on top of that.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 21. I'm gonna roll a charisma save.
Neat.
As Lavender will open her mouth to object it again, you'll see Cider put her hand, or her nub on Lavender's kind of like hand that's currently on her, and just be like, "It's okay. If we as long as we immediately go into the alleyway next to the house, we can avoid being seen."
That would be perfect. And I
Okay.
wouldn't, and I should completely understand if my ally Lani would put a fence up, if possible.
I would like, and then I'm just like,
Yes.
and I'm like, and I would like to continue to talk to you, Lavender, in here.
Fine. I'm used to long interviews.
Mhm.
I will lead Miss Cider out and just have Jake stand at the edge of the alleyway, just like, keep guard, let us know if there's a...
I want to know, Ripley, what are you gonna do? You're in the alleyway.
I am just going to just stay hidden.
You kind of just like go into the deepest corner of the darkness and like coil yourself and like back yourself into a corner. As
I'm just confused, like what the fuck is happening?
I will note, Cider is like looking down, so she won't see you. As she'll go into the alleyway and kind of turn around to look at you, Shuma. As Jake will stand guard with the sword out again. She's gonna look at you very, very nervous.
Ash is just gonna start asking like a bunch of questions about like the wine and stuff like that.
Okay,
First
we'll do
of all,
Shuma's first.
Yeah. Oh no, Ash is just like trying to stall for time.
Okay.
questions of the day.
What is your name?
Cider.
Did you do it?
No.
Cider,
Mm-hmm.
did you poison the wine?
No.
I like insight check.
Okay. There is not that much truth, but there is a hint of it.
Were you informed that the poisoning may happen?
No.
Were you surprised that the poison happened? Miss Cider, who else knows about this?
Who are you?
I'm the will of a greater being. I want the best for this world. Little did you. It was by mistake. It was not done correctly. Explain what happened.
Gonna roll something real quick on her. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing was supposed to happen. I was just supposed to give her the wine. And she's just gonna look up at you with like this kind of intensity in her eyes. That was it. I just gave her the wine.
I'm going to place my hand underneath their chin and cast Charm Person.
Okay.
Damn, we're charming people now.
That's right. Charm their partner.
Okay. They need a wisdom saving throw.
They have to beat A. If you scroll up, my DC should be up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
A
it's
14.
14.
How does a 14 happen already?
High charisma.
Yeah, but how-
Yep, I have a I have
18
an
in
18 charisma. Satyr, baby.
But they do fail.
Okay.
They are charmed.
You wouldn't lie to a friend, would you?
Okay. Let me look at charm person again.
Oh, fuck my neck.
Well, you can post it in chat actually. So
Yeah, it's posted in there.
Okay, I'm just gonna repost it again so I can see it again.
Yes, the charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
for an hour.
for an hour.
It just means that they regard you as a friend. It doesn't mean she'll just immediately spill the truth, though.
Of course, but maybe it might ease it.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more trustworthy.
Anything that can help. Of
Yeah.
course.
She'll kind of like meet your gaze and be like, "Friend, wouldn't call me a liar."
A friend would want to make sure you are. Friends can doubt each other. I doubt my friends all the time because I worry about them. Wouldn't you
don't
doubt your
doubt
friend
Lavender.
if they're worried?
No,
You're not worried about Lavender?
no. She knows what she's doing.
She knows about the poison.
It's not what they said.
But you know she knows what she's doing.
Because she's smart.
How can one be smart about being poisoned?
She didn't know she was gonna be poisoned. That was not.
Did you know? Did you both know?
She's gonna start crying. Really hard. And just kind of like put the one hand to her face and the other nub gonna like try to like wipe her tears away with it. And she's starting to like cry. And she'll just look up at you and be like, "I wanna go home." How do I
I don't know if I have charm person, or I don't know if I have calm emotions. I don't think I do.
I
No,
think
you
that's
do
a,
not have
I think
common
that's a
food
third
left.
level spell, maybe.
That is a
Shit.
second level spell.
Really?
Oh, it is
I didn't know that.
Oh, it
I
is
think
second
it's
then.
second, yeah.
I always thought it was a cantrip or something. It sounded very
Oh,
simple.
no.
I'm just going to
Well, because
place my hands on her shoulders.
it also removes like fear and stuff like that too.
Calm down, Miss Cider.
Just want to go back to Lavender.
Why?
I don't want to be here.
Cider. If you don't tell me what's going on, both of you are going to get hurt.
Nobody should get hurt.
Yeah.
Everything should be fine.
Why should it be fine?
Because we didn't do anything.
Miss Cider, a man died today. Violet almost died due to a poison. A poison that was added to the wine after the bartender. Because I have the exact same wine right here. Did you add something to the drink?
You're gonna need to roll me another persuasion.
I will.
Oh man, that
Nice.
goddamn.
He's gonna-
Lucas. I thought-
She's still gonna be crying and covering her face, but after a while, she's gonna nod.
Were you
Uh,
asked to place the poison there? Or did you do it on purpose?
She'll hesitate on it. Still breathing heavily, and she'll just go. I was promised it'd be the last time.
Who promised you this?
The only person I trust.
What was that?
The only person I trust.
And that's Miss Violet, isn't it?
Lavender.
Sorry, Miss Lavender. Shit, they're both purple.
Cool.
That's Miss Lavender, isn't it?
She's just gonna keep crying.
Jake, did you hear all this?
I'm sorry, what? I was too busy guarding. What did you say, miss? Oh, is the scaly one okay? She is crying a lot.
I know. I'm just gonna hug Cider. Just give her a big hug.
She will not hug you back. She is, like, trying to comfort herself.
Do I know that? I don't think I know Ripley's here.
No, Ripley's just in the corner. Ripley, you've heard all of this.
Yeah. It's like
I'm
I'm gonna walk over to Jake, place a hand on his head, and just Jake, if you heard any of this, I need you to do something for me. And I'm going to lead Miss Cider back inside. And as I lead her in, I'm going to turn to the Jake and just quickly just lean over, just tell the guard everything you heard.
I will do my best to recount.
If you know anyone who happened to be here to hear, like a friend of ours, alert them. Maybe Timberpelt's hiding in a box somewhere. I don't know what he does. He's a fox.
He smells of coyote.
I'm always lost when it comes to him.
And, strangely, of weed.
I suppose.
I will search to my highest regards. And he's going to sheath the sword, drop on his hands and knees, and start sniffing at the ground.
I hope you remembered. And I'm just going to stand at the doorway and let everyone do their thing.
So, Ash, after distracting Lavender for quite some time, just asking myriad of just random questions, and Lavender at this point is getting a little frustrated, but is obviously charmed.
Barkeep.
She's obviously charmed as she's just like, I've known him for about 3 years. And as Cider comes in, obviously sobbing, you can see Lavender looking very upset at this. Not concerned, just upset. As she'll immediately just kind of try to move forward towards Cider, like, darling, are you crying?
Just at the doorway, just kind of like leaning her head under so she doesn't hit the door frame. We had a conversation.
What did you do to her? And she'll reach a hand out towards Cider, as Cider will kind of just allow her to touch her and pull her in for a hug.
We spoke about the people she trusts. The people who know. And she's going to stare at Lavender.
Excuse me?
I said we spoke about the people she trusts.
I would formally like to ask that you will leave. If it's not too much to ask. She's crying at this point, and I'm concerned.
I know. I've heard many babies wail. Men cry. this is no different. They all learn.
The fuck?
And soon she'll learn that
Wait,
not
what-
everyone she trusts should be trusted.
Please leave. That's all I can ask of you, is to leave.
Of course. She'll step aside and just watching from the doorway in case, as people will leave if they do so.
Okay. Ash is like kind of uncertain whether or not to leave, I guess. Like, just trying to communicate. It's just like, I think he goes up to whisper to Shuma. It's just like, so are we actually leaving?
Yes. This is when we need to talk.
Okay. Alright, let's go back out into the alleyway.
Alright. You go back out into the alleyway. And you can see Jake at this point is at the end of the alleyway holding his sword out, like, come out of the darkness, heathen! Towards where, like, Ripley is, like, curled up against the wall, still shocked at what she heard.
Do we see Ripley?
No, you can't really see Ripley. All you see is just Jake holding his sword, looking stanced and ready.
Miss
Whereas, like, his tail end is, like, puffed out.
Night Star, what are you doing?
I can smell one. It smells fiendish.
Is there a fiend in this alleyway?
We knew that Ripley was here, right?
Yes.
Ripley! Come out wherever you are.
She's staying here.
Ripley, are you
Do you want to find out
invisible?
do we want to find out what we found out?
Oh, Ripley.
We gotta reconvene for information.
Look at a shiny thing.
God damn it. Let me roll for wisdom for that shit.
Roll a wisdom save.
Shuma has alcohol.
I do, but it's mine.
Yes, but
You want
do have
shiny.
it.
You need shiny. Shiny now. Shiny.
God damn it.
Do I see Ripley now?
Oh yeah, Ripley just comes slithering out looking for the shiny.
Ripley, Miss, were you there
Oh,
during our conversation?
the fiend is the white one.
I give Ripley a gold piece.
Ah shit, yes. I have heard everything.
You heard all
I-
that.
I have seen shit.
Ripley, I need you to alert the guard. Violet cannot be trusted.
Lavender? Violet?
Or Lavender. Fuck!
Okay.
Sorry, Violet sounds way better than Lavender.
Okay.
And
just
you
saying.
want-
Ash
you
is
want
gonna
me
start. Ash is just gonna listen into the door. At that, Ash is just gonna listen into the door to make sure that they're not like getting away or something.
There's no other door from when you're inside. There's no other door. It's just the door going out to where you guys had left. So
Okay.
there's no other way for them to leave.
Okay. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out for like if they try to leave or like keep my ear to the wall. I guess like to make sure that like
You can hear a lot of hushed, like very focused whispering.
okay. Yeah.
Ripley.
I'm just okay. Quickly.
Oops.
I do it quickly.
Do what quickly?
I said I'd say Ripley. Get the guard quickly.
Ah, for
Wait.
fuck's sake.
Why are we getting a guard?
Alright, everyone, for your understanding, when speaking to her, I cast a charm so she'd get a little more comfortable with me. But what I've learned is that she knew of the poison. But only because that she did it because she trusted one person, and the one person that she's been most focused about is Miss Lavender. Lavender knows. She didn't say, but it's that feeling. That no need to answer question. When asking her if not only she knew, but her and Lavender knew.
Does
Ash, you
it seem like
understand that
Lavender
feeling when
did
you
it on
read someone.
purpose? Yeah.
It's not that she did it on purpose, it's that she was informed, is my theory. She was surprised with what happened, the aftermath, but the incentive. It was given to her by someone she trusted, and the only one she trusts is Lavender.
Do you think
I
Lavender
wanna-
did all this?
Lavender's the one alive. And last I checked, when it comes to poison, usually the fatter you are, the more you can resist. I believe she had a trick up her sleeve.
It's the same with alcohol.
Indeed.
Which is
I
also
wanna-
poison.
I want to note, as you guys are talking about this, you guys are still fairly close to that window. That's still, it's not like a
great.
glass window. It's like a boarded window that
I just see
Ripley
we were
could very
whispering.
clearly see through.
I mean,
We said we were whispering.
I figured if
Yeah.
Ripley was able to hear what was going on inside, that they can hear what's going on outside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you guys are obviously just whispering to each other
oh yeah,
naturally.
definitely.
But I'm just noting that since you guys are so close to the window, whoever is like the closest one to the window, you can hear as like this hushed whispering becomes a little bit louder, and I think that would be Ash.
Yeah.
As it becomes a little bit louder, and Ash, as you kind of turn your head to look inside, the visage you see is of Lavender pushing Cider to the ground and yelling at her like, "Don't touch me, you poisoned fiend!" As she's just like, you can tell she's at this point like become enraged, and she's just staring down at her like, "I wasn't the one who did that. You were the one who did all that. There is no arguing at this point."
Oh,
What the fuck?
What?
As Cider's just gonna look over like, "I just did what you said. It doesn't matter at this point. Whatever you said to that fat bitch." As she's like beginning to kind of like spit out at her in anger, as like Cider's like got a hand up to her face in fear.
Oh dear.
oh no. Okay, we're
Wait.
getting in there.
Lonnie's going inside.
We're going back inside.
I'm already gone with Jake taking the. I imagine we.
Yeah, you guys have already gone to go get guards.
Well,
As like Lonnie and Ash are like are pushing their way into that house. As you can see, Lavender with a hand raise as she's about to slap Cider, and as you can see, Cider's already been kind of slapped. Like the side of her cheek is bruised and swollen a bit. As they'll look at you, and as Lavender will look at you as her hands raised, and she'll lower her hand and be like, "Well, welcome back. Come to watch the spectacle."
Lonnie?
There's no. What?
Remember when you asked my moral implications in this?
Yeah.
This is why. Defined things.
I think Ash
I do.
has a mage hand and slaps her across the face.
I don't think Mage Hand can do damage.
So hold on.
No, you're not.
Oh,
I would like.
then right. Then I go up to her and I slap her across the face.
Roll me to just attack with strength.
I
But
would-
honestly, it's just But I do have to thank you, Lonnie. Maybe we should have let her go in the beginning. Maybe I was too quick to judge your
An arm strike.
actions.
Yeah.
Let me look at their AC. That does not hit their AC.
Damn.
As you go to hit, and Lavender kind of backs out of the way, and in return, she's going to attempt to punch you.
Oh, gosh.
Violence.
Can we do initiative?
She misses.
Wait, sorry, Lonnie, what were you saying?
Can we do initiative?
Go ahead, sure.
Oh, shit.
I don't have a map for this.
That's okay. Just so that way we can have like, I don't interrupt somebody else's thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that I know that if I do something, because my things tend to alter the way the rest of the session plays out. I would like to make sure other people have the opportunity to do it before me.
I'm gone. Don't worry. I don't know what the hell was happening.
I don't know why I have initiative or advantage on that. That's
I
not.
don't know either.
Oh, that's proficiency. Oh, that's why. No, that's initiative. It should be.
This is just getting wild.
It says
Sorry if I'm
advantage.
No, you're good. You're good. All I can see
By the
is.
way.
So my
we
initiative
know-
is 3, so I'll just go at the end.
You know someone else.
Also, therapy. Sorry, I stuttered a bit and got distracted. I wasn't expecting someone to go slap around. What I was trying to say was just basically just like, this is why I followed my moral implications, and also thank you for actually adjusting them because this is a better outcome.
Yeah. I mean, politicians suck, and criminals are, quote, air quote, are usually misrepresented.
Stupid criminals and whatnot, because that makes way more sense.
I can't change
Politicians
my
are
own.
not even.
I can't change my own initiative.
Politicians are just not my thing. I don't understand any of these people.
That's okay. I did a lot of studying.
It's just. And then whilst this is happening, just Snake and just little Catman, which, man, I like to imagine he doesn't run on all fours, he just runs with his 2 legs.
Yeah. No, he'll run in all fours.
Okay.
He will go at.
I don't know why, I was just imagining this really
Full speed.
big lad, just knees hitting his own belly as he runs, just, whoa.
He's like Puss in Boots when he runs.
Hey, gatito.
He does that weird spin, his arms are outstretched, just
Okay, and then Shuma.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Jake
I'm-
has a nemesis. That
I'm sorry.
In every game, I'm always getting a 2, or like anywhere between 0 and 2. It's happened in Therapy's game, Allie's. It's just like,
And then
I'm-
this
I'm-
one
I-
too looks like a badass.
I would love for
Yeah.
you to know also
I won't
that
say Shuma's a badass. She's
I would love for you to know that Lonnie got a natural
trying
1
to-
on the initiative.
Good for her.
it's pretty swell.
Yeah.
All right. So
No, like, Shuma just gets all of the high rolls.
So as initiative starts, Nerix, the first thing she's going to do is she is going to try to push her way past all of you. Or not actually. No. She will pull up Cider from her feet, from like where she's sitting down, and look at her and just be like, and just essentially look at her in the face and be like, "You still owe me," as she'll like pull Cider in front of her, and that'll be her turn. And Cider will stand in front of her and hold her dagger out towards you guys with the one hand that she has. And she's going to try to attack you, Ash.
Okay.
Who Cider is?
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't.
Damn.
Does a 12 hit?
No, 12 does not hit.
Not with the
Okay.
upgraded armor.
Yeah, not with my
Well,
upgraded armor.
She will try to stab you, and you like slight, like it'll essentially just glide across your armor.
Yeah.
All right, and that's your turn. Ash.
That is Ash.
I
Ash,
would
you
insult you, but honestly, it's just too easy. And I cast Vicious Mockery
On who?
on Lavender.
Okay.
Always the go-to.
And I'm also gonna try to. I think. Oh wait, no, never mind. I can't do that. But
Okay, she fails the save. It's 3 psychic, right?
yep, 3 psychic damage.
Hold on, I need to roll her health. So she has commoner stance.
Yeah, and also she's also
Yeah, it's a
recently
D10.
poisoned. She's also recently
Commoners have a
taken
D10.
poison.
No, it's a D8.
No, Commoners have a D10.
And
It's a
she's
D8.
Oh.
yes, and she's also recently suffered the effects of poison. So I'm imagining it's not full health that she's at.
She is at 2 health. As you vicious mockery her, she will immediately, her eyes will roll back to the back of her head as you just like put the stinger through her brain, as she would just fall back and hit the floor behind her.
All right, and I'm also gonna grab Cider.
All right.
Wait,
Will you
never mind.
have-
I can't do that.
Yeah,
I
that'll
don't
take.
have- I don't
That'll
have
take.
a action.
Yeah,
So
that'll
that's
take an
my
action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to Yeah.
Okay. Lonnie, it's your turn. I want to
Wow.
note that Cider has not given up. She's looking scared and afraid.
Okay. I would like to completely alter the terrain of the battlefield. Where
Which is, by the way, this is a 15-foot by 10-foot house.
perfect. That's exactly what I need. So I'm gonna do silent image, and I'm gonna turn. There's gonna be like from the floor, it's gonna turn into like a little pile of. Actually, no. Better yet, from Lavender's mouth, there's going to be smoke that turns, like spreads across the floor, comes up the walls, and covers the entire ceiling. It's not like inhibiting, but it's just the outside, so it's not in the middle of the field, it's not obscuring vision, it's just the walls. And all of it is just like the cops, the Lavender, I keep forgetting the other male politician's name.
Mr. Kennel.
Mr. Kennel, his image is on the floor, passed out with a glass next to his hand. The whole environment looks like... Oh, and with the illusion coming out of Lavender's mouth, she now looks like... The illusion makes it look like she's not breathing anymore. So there's just like black shadows of people, numerous people watching what's happening, the cops watching, people on the street watching, and it just is meant to make Cider as anxious as possible, possibly to the point of a panic attack. Not anxiety, panic attack.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Shoot. Alright, do you want to do anything beyond that action?
The anticipation here is to get an incapacitation.
I understand.
Yeah. And then move backwards so she has a better view. I'm kind of moving out of the way.
Okay.
Towards the front door, standing in the way of the front door. Exit.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Shuma, what do you do?
Can I see my spells real quick?
No.
Alright, I'm going to... walk over to Lavender. Just raising a hand and just filling with my weird arcanic magic. This is to help her. Just looking at Cider, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Lavender to make sure she doesn't die.
Okay.
Because whatever Ash said kind of knocked the fuck out of her.
Oh.
It should be down to 1 as I use this.
Yeah, I know. I just remembered turn person.
I almost killed her by not insulting her.
The illusion makes it look like she's dead.
Yeah, and I don't want that.
Okay, she is fully she's not back to, but while the illusion makes it look like she's dead, you can feel that health reach back in her.
Cool, that works then.
If I could say anything, just
That means
everyone
Shima
just
knows.
stop with this. We don't need to make it worse. Just looking at Cider.
Nerix on her turn is going to try to, she is just coughing wildly, and
Merrick's?
Nerix Lavender, that's her name.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Nerix is going to try to, she's just coughing wildly as she's trying to, pull herself together. You can hear it, but you sort of encapsulated this still, almost mummified body of the illusion. So all you can hear is her coughing and trying to move.
I mean, if she's sitting up, she goes through the illusion.
Okay. Wait, she's
Yeah.
not. She's just kind of
Okay.
crawling on the ground.
Well, then her body doesn't move, so the illusion stays where it is.
Okay.
So she's moving out of the illusion away from it.
So she's breaking the illusion.
Correct.
So we can see her.
Okay.
It doesn't follow. I have to change
Okay.
the environment on my turn.
But she will with that sputtering cough, she's gonna look up at Cider, who's not looking at her, is just looking more angrily and shaking at Ash, who's holding her by her arm, just kill them. As it'll be Cider's turn, and Cider's just going to be like, stop! And she's gonna try to stab you again, Ash.
Okay.
So does a 15 hit?
Yeah, I believe it does hit. Yeah, it does hit.
Alright, she'll do 1 piercing damage to you. She's just gonna stab you in the arm.
Alright. I'm gonna grapple her then.
Okay.
I'm gonna attempt. I just wrap my arms around her and attempt to grapple her.
Okay, give me a strength.
Okay.
It'll be a strength battle.
Strength check. Oh. Would that be okay, would that be athletics or?
Just straight strength. It's going to be a competition of strength.
Okay.
So it'll be your strength versus hers.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, that's actually supposed to be a -1, so,
It's okay, she has a -2.
okay.
So you pull your arms around her and pull her tightly, as at this point she's lost the grip on her dagger, and it's sort of just implanted into your arm, as she's just kind of encapsulated in your grip and is currently grappled. As she's just gonna start sobbing out in in pain and in straight up just sadness.
It's and Ash just says, "You were worth way more than this."
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yep. It's just you were worth way more than being the fall person.
She's just gonna cry, and I want to note, Lonnie, as it goes into your turn, you can tell Cider, who's currently being grappled in Ash's arms, is looking past Ash's shoulder and just staring so hard at the images that you have produced. She's just wide, tearing, Studio Ghibli tears, as she's just staring at all of these images that you have created before her.
Lonnie is gonna walk, not run, up to Cider's leg, and like a baby koala attached to the leg for a hug.
Koala.
And then I want to change the silent image to purely make a box in any direction, so all the shadows come off the wall, and they start to form just this stockpile of just, imagine waves crashing, but they're look like smoky ghosts over Lavender's crawling body.
I want to note Lavender's behind her, so she can't see it.
That's fine. That's no longer is this for Cider. This is now to. The whole point was to incapacitate Cider, which Ash did with the grapple hug, and Lonnie is assisting, which Lonnie's weak. It doesn't do anything, but it's just metaphorical. Yeah. So it's just, imagine a continuous wave crashing against rock, but it's little spectral ghosts covering and in the direction of where Lavender would be going. So it's obscuring Lavender's vision. And whilst Lavender uses an action to determine the illusion. Which
Technically, she had physical interaction with it by moving through it, so she already understands that it's illusion.
oh, okay, that's fine. Turns over. I'm done.
Zuma.
All right. I'm just going to.
Miss Cider's just in embrace.
All right. And Lavender's still on the floor.
Lavender's still on the floor, just like glaring up at like it.
I'm going to just move my body in front of Lavender and just look at Cider and just. Cider. You don't owe me anything. That's what friends are for. Just want to try to persuade to calm her down. If
So
possible.
persuasion.
Yes.
That is
I would like to add my actually have a feature for this. Just to help me out. Scroll down. Oh, not that. I didn't want to use
I
that.
thought you already used it.
No, I wasn't going to use this.
Oh no, you used it.
Yeah.
Did.
I want to use my favored by the gods to roll an additional 2d4 to add to my roll.
If you fail a saving throw or miss an attack roll.
Oh, beans.
It's
Never mind.
not-
Ah, gee.
it's not
beans.
annoying.
Gee willikers.
Yeah.
It's good. Nah, I say in this movement I'll use that thing.
It's a charisma save. She's just so far gone.
Beans.
Just staring off into space, just breathing heavily. And she's like, you can see her still struggling against Ash's grip. And like Lonnie, you're like moving slightly as she's like kicking her leg out.
I'm a koala.
It's gonna be Nerix's turn. What's this thing?
I hope there's a cutaway gag to our boys getting the guards.
Before I begin Nerix's turn, Ripley, you and Jake are on a mission to find guardsmen unaware of the battle occurring away from you.
Cops.
You do end up seeing about like 50 feet or so away from the house, like after running in a distance, you do end up seeing like a group of guards in the middle of searching. As Jake points at them, points at them with his little nubby finger, and it's like, "There, guardsmen, fellow knights."
God damn it! Well, this will be the first time I have to go speak with a goddamn guard.
Excuse me, young sirs, as Jake's just going to run at them. And you just kind of follow behind as they look, and it's like, "Can we help you?"
Oh, go ahead.
Do you want to go, or do I want to go?
Oh, god damn it! Oh, guards, guards. I would like to report a crime.
Another one. Okay. What is it?
Follow me. I'll show you.
All right. And they'll just kind of like pull their swords out as they follow you. Jake's just gonna look at them and be like, "Don't worry, I had everything covered. I was asked to bring you. Although, trust me, I would have done just fine by myself." And as he's like walking forward, as you're leading them, you can hear them kind of laughing at him, like, "Whatever, fatty."
Hey, he's a good boy. Leave him alone.
And you guys approach the house, and you realize that the door is it's not open, but on the inside, you can hear the sound of struggling.
Oh.
And as we go into Nerix's turn, Nerix is going to attempt to grab and grapple Lonnie.
Lonnie fails. I'm not rolling for it.
No.
Just
And
Lonnie
since there's
fails.
no grid, there's no chance. There's no telling if there's an opportunity. You know.
So she's going to grab Lonnie by the back of the hair and pull her back. And she's going to grab the knife that fell on the floor and hold it to Lonnie's neck. Just, decide to go and let me go. And I won't hurt the child, but so help me. And as she says this, the door opens to the guards coming inside. and seeing Merrick's Lavender holding a child by the back of the hair and a sword to the neck. Like a dagger to the neck. And she looks up at them and she's just like, hello.
The first thing that he'd
Show competition, I see.
Okay, so the first thing that Ash does when like he sees this is that he puts Cider's head into like his neck so that like she's more of like just staring, just like head right into his neck so that like her mouth is like covered as well. Her mouth and eyes are covered. Her mouth and eyes are like basically going to be covered. It's just like there. As he starts patting her on the back.
Lavender will immediately let go of Lonnie and drop the dagger. Just, they attacked me. I had no other choice.
You were attacking your partner.
I wasn't attacking anybody.
What?
God, arrest these people. They attacked the mayor.
Why
They
is she holding a dagger to a child? She's gonna look to the guards.
Miss Lavender, what are you doing over here? As they're gonna like come in and they're gonna just approach her. Sword's still out, I wanna know, as they approach. One of the guards will kind of drop to a knee as he's gonna hold a hand out to Lonnie.
Hello.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi.
Would you like to come with me?
These people are my protectors. I want to stay here. I think I'm okay.
Okay. Well, just come with me anyways. We'll be fine. I won't take you away from them.
Okay.
Just away from Miss Lavender.
Okie dokie.
He'll take your hand and gently lead you away from Lavender. She's just still on the
It
ground.
also should be known that we heard Lavender confess to murdering intentionally putting poison in the wine.
Did no such thing. As the soldier's gonna just look down at her.
Yes, we saw.
Just kind of.
I heard it all. You told me that you were gonna pin it on your partner right here. Who and Cider's still like. I'm assuming Cider's still sobbing into my.
Oh
arms.
yes, she's still crying. She's like unaware of the situation, just crying.
Yeah, it's just like, it's okay, and he rubs like circular motions. It's okay, Cider. It's okay.
The guard's face will kind of like harden as he sees us and looks down at Lavender, and he's like, "What have you to say about this?" I did no such thing, of course. They're obviously trying to put some kind of blame on me. Maybe they preferred Miss
If you look at the girl, she's bruised.
Yeah, she has the. Yeah, if you look at them, and I'm gonna like lift up her face just very gently, and you'll see like a handprint probably in the accompanying bruise on her hand.
Obviously, they were the ones that did it. Well, they're blaming it all on me. As the guard will like simply just hold his hand out for her to just shut up and look at you all. Just, what other proof do you have other than words?
Not much. Mostly just the words of her accomplice. The girl did assist her. She admitted it.
He'll kind of look at Cider, and you're gonna see him kind of like lower his face a bit to look at her. This is like a taller kind of from what you can tell, this is like a tiefling man. With some pretty pointy horns, and he's got these glasses on him. So like lower his glasses a bit and look down at the woman.
Ash just says she was the fall girl.
He's gonna look at Cider. Miss, what they're saying is true. Did she try to put blame on you for poisoning Mr. Kennel?
Just like Cider.
He's gonna look at him.
Cider, can you please just like Cider, are you okay to like are you okay to talk?
She's gonna just kind of
to talking.
She's gonna kind of just start. She's still breathing pretty heavily. She's gonna look at him. And she's gonna look at Lavender. And those who can see Lavender's obviously shaking her head like no. And she'll look at Lavender and then look at you all and then look at the guard.
She will do it again.
She blamed it on me. I just gave her the wine. I didn't know it was poisoned. She blamed it on me. And she'll just go back to keeping her head in your chest, Ash. And the guard will look at Miss Lavender. I'm afraid I have no other choice but to put you under arrest, ma'am. As he'll go down to like pick her up, like to essentially just lift her by the arm, and she's like, "No, this is all wrong." As he'll just start pulling her out of the house.
No, she also stabbed my friends, but okay.
No, that was.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
But Miss Lavender is being escorted to being kept in captivity, as you guys are seemingly left alone in the house, except by like the one guard who's still like crouched down in front of Lonnie, like, "No, are you sure you're okay for me to be leaving you with these people?"
Yeah, they gave me an oatmeal cookie.
That's nice.
Lonnie, are you really going to try to act like a child at this moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, oatmeal cooker should be our name, but
I'm sorry, just the idea of both of them saying, yeah.
The guard's just gonna kind of like furrow his brow in confusion and just look up at you guys.
Have things.
Oh.
Let's pretend you didn't belittle a little person.
Um,
It was mostly on her.
she was held by the hair.
Oh, of course. At
I
least you helped her.
I'm gonna go.
are you okay, Lonnie?
Yeah, man. Trauma is a thing for the future.
What? What the
Jeez. I'm gonna use my last cure wounds on Ash. Just going to just pat their horse ass. Just okay.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
What the fuck?
Touche, the bootay.
She's just gonna.
Horse ass is just way much to say though.
I think you need to go visit someone else who's gonna slap my ass.
I mean, I could do that role.
I have a trusted,
I don't even know.
somewhat of a
I don't know
trusted
You
friend.
just double
here.
click it.
I do.
That's it. You just double click. I don't know.
I have somewhat of a
things.
trusted acquaintance here that I think that we can leave Cider in the hands of.
Nah, that's a 10. That
Are
wouldn't hit
you
anything.
talking about the adult entertainment house?
Yes.
Yay!
What?
We get to go see naked people.
Yep.
Why? Ash? Why are we seeing naked people?
I trust the person who owns the establishment to possibly take care of Cider.
Yeah.
You know, I might just do the same.
Not in the
A
adult
winky
fun way,
wonky
but like
yeah.
just more of an emotionally healthy way.
Yeah, she feels like a
The brothel people would definitely know, like, people that have been abused and, like, have a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
experience with this.
That's a good point.
Sarcasm can do it then. I suppose they can.
I mean, to be fair, Ash got a job just performing music.
Yeah.
Nothing else happened, so like.
You guys are like contemplating on what to do with this human being. She's like hearing this and hearing you guys talk about like we're gonna take her to this person and she'll take of her. She's just gonna like shake her head and just like back away from you, Ash. She's just gonna like hold her hands up to like her face and she's gonna back away from you. I don't need anyone to take care of me.
It's just mostly, just some new friends that can help support you.
I'm fine.
Do you have
Thank
any
you
plan- do you
for-
have, do you have
Shut up! Just shut up. Thank you. That was one of the hardest things I had to go through. I thank you, but I'm still a murderer. That was still my poison. That wasn't the first one. And
you have no prior knowledge of what happened.
no, I know what happened. I helped her come up with it. We decided on it together because she wanted to get rid of the competition because they knew they'd pick him. And we've not the first time I've poisoned someone.
And it's not the first
Cider.
time we promised it to be the last time, right? Wait, I don't actually know that. Sorry. But it's not the first time
No, it's not.
that you have been forced to take the fall for her.
This is the first time I haven't gone to jail. Usually, I get arrested because they find out it was me. And then she bails me out. That's why I owe her. And this time, I guess she's going to jail.
Well, guess what? This time, you owe
You're not-
us.
Yes, and you're not
Absolutely
going to bail
nothing.
her out.
No. She can do whatever she wishes.
Yeah, but
This is why
Stop blocking that door.
we
Oh,
just have.
whoops. I'm not in the
We
bed.
just know a lot
I'm
of
just
people
restroom. I
who
totally
probably
forgot
are
to
in
do
the
that.
same situation
I
as
didn't
you.
mean to. I was pooping.
I'm sorry, what, guys? My sister was talking to me.
I was just saying that I know a lot of people who have gone through very similar relationships that you had with Lavender. And I think I can find people who understand what you're going through, that you can
Doesn't
talk
mean
to.
I want people to understand what I'm going through.
No.
I don't want any more of this. I
And
just want to
there
be
won't be.
alone.
And there won't be.
I just want to be alone.
I understand you want to be
You
alone,
will.
but being alone means that most likely you're going to be sought after by the finances that Lavender has.
Yes. Which is why we were going to give you to a
I'll just
trusted.
leave.
Sure seems like it from my perspective, based off of your interactions with Lavender. You felt like you were a slave. Perhaps
So
not
then I'll
legality.
just leave.
I know, I'm giving you a safe place to leave too.
Yes. I think it's up to them to decide. We don't need to
Agree.
force them.
How about let's make a deal. We're gonna go as a group together to this place. You can say hello, and then we're gonna leave, and then you can leave.
And you can
Lonnie,
decide whether or
she
not you want
just
to
went
stay or not. Yes.
Everyone, she just went through something traumatic. If you really want to show her where this is, give her a map.
I
We'll
mean,
leave, and
to-
if she follows, she follows. If she
to-
doesn't, then she doesn't.
to be fair, I just had a knife to my neck for the first time. So like, trauma's a thing for multiple
Oh.
people.
And I was just
I-
stabbed. But yes. Okay, I agree. And I will write on a piece of paper to give to her. And like Lortha's.
You're gonna take her to Lartha? Or you
Yeah,
want
what
to
if
tell her
it
how
is-
to get to Lartha?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her how to get to Lartha.
She'll just kind of like stand there in front of you, like their arms kind of over her chest.
And,
She'll listen.
Yes, and and when you do, you tell her all of the ways that Miss Lavender has treated you and was about to and frequently hits you, I'm guessing? When she's angry?
Only when I do that.
Explain your situation is what they need.
Explain that she hits you when you're bad.
We're just giving her a trail to water. We can't force her to drink.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Or then she has
But
resentment.
we will,
We'd
yes,
be no better than Lavender.
That is true.
As we're talking about this, Lonnie starts to push back the water skin from her backpack.
Let's just go.
That's a
I-
dirt joke.
Honestly, this red light district sounds like a place to relax, and I need more alcohol in my system.
yes. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Let's go to Lartha.
Let's go see
To be
naked
honest,
people.
I will usually be down for alcohol, but the thing is, I don't think I want to drink alcohol in this fucking town.
You don't want to be poisoned, but why not?
I'm good.
Okay.
Well, Sheila has already tested it, so it's not poisoned.
No, it's not
I'm
that.
going to
it's
need a
just-
lot more than poison to relax right now.
Imagine Cyrus just standing there watching you guys just be happy and shit, and she's just like, "What's wrong with you? Who even
We've
are
dealt with a
you?
lot of traumatic things. We've dealt with a lot of dark things, and this is our way of coping with it.
Who even are you?"
Oatmeal
Just-
cookie.
We're just
No,
we're just,
we're
just-
not oatmeal
we're
cookies.
just what we're just random. We're just people trying to get by.
If you want to know our names, you'll find us.
Yes.
We'll talk.
Come with us to see naked people.
No.
Maybe don't do
We're not-
that if that's not your.
It's mostly
Coping.
just playing with music and just
Yeah, to be honest, most of the naked stuff happens,
in the private rooms.
yeah, not in the public space.
I am aware of what a brothel is.
Oh,
It sounds like home for me, so I'm going to go
Yes, let's go.
investigate it.
Let's just go to Larthus.
I'll go there.
The
Then.
idea of drinking and partying is something, but coin for it? I'm not too sure about that.
I'm gonna ask
Listen.
Cider to quietly to like, hey, can I talk to you? You're very high up. Can I just talk to you real quick?
She's gonna kind of lower herself, not like all the way down, but like just kind of lower herself a bit. What?
I reach up to pat the top of her head and then run away, laughing.
Is that a watch? Really confused.
I'm gonna go wait outside.
He's gonna really briefly just like look to you, briefly just, you're UNT, right?
Yeah, just full blooded.
I'm not. What? Where are you from?
Well, well, to be honest, I think I could like, well, two UNTs for another. I'm from a far. Oh, I guess it's I'm not from this region.
Like the people on the boat?
Yeah.
Well,
Ash just holds up a finger and shush shush.
It's
Okay.
it's just it's UNT to another UNT. Don't worry.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm just doing to Cider, just...
I won't say anything. I'm really good at keeping secrets.
Lonnie raises up both of her hands above her head and yells out, "Trauma bonding!"
But no. If you have any more, actually, is there more UNTs than you, or is there like a sanctuary where you want, or, where UNTs, like us can go to?
Nothing like you, really. You're more pure. My family comes from Cherry Bell, but we're usually around kind of the more wooded areas. There are a lot more near the Opalwood Forest.
Would you like to go? You would like to go there?
I don't know. Maybe.
This is my first time in this region, and you can give me pointers on if we ever go there, if you want to.
Like, are you going there now?
All I can say is I'm not sure where we're gonna be going, but we won't be going there at the moment. I don't think so. Just gonna look at the other group.
If you want, you can always meet up someplace to meet up here to go another time.
What? Where you want to meet? Where you want me to meet you?
Here?
All right. Question is, she's gonna look at the group. So, are we going to after this? Are we actually going to the capital of light?
I
Yeah.
mean, we still plan to do, yeah.
All right. Yeah. What I can say is, if we ever survive that, survive over there,
We won't.
hopefully we will,
Oh, okay.
and we will, and hopefully I will find you.
Yeah. It's she's gonna say this kind of like with a light bit of blush. It's a date.
Definitely.
And Ash is just gonna say, I know that you, a lot of traumatic things have been happening and a lot of things are probably going through your mind. But Lavender probably still has a lot of influence in this, even while arrested. I would
I know.
leave this house as soon as possible. I would not stay here.
Yeah. I only really come here whenever she has to meet me.
Stay
Kinda-
somewhere that she does not know where you are. Where that she does not know about.
can always go back to Blackbirds.
I'd go there first.
Yeah.
But, of course, you'll have to be sneaky because guards are everywhere.
Very sneaky.
Great.
Except
Good luck.
when I'm running in a crowd. Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, actually,
Me too.
Oh, actually, I actually forgot to give you my name. If I ever find you, that's what the name is Ripley.
I'm Cider. Cider Make Up.
I said hopefully we get hopefully after we're done with the situation we have to deal with, if I'm still on, I'll definitely come by here and find you.
I'll come here every night.
Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I won't go in. I'll just look around. Bye.
Bye.
You take care.
Okay.
Yeah. You too.
Who's Karen? Why are they taking them?
Lonnie,
What?
let's talk about the trauma bond.
So as you all head out, I do want to note, if you guys have finished trauma bonding, and you guys decided to go to Miss Lartha's little spot as you guys spent your night.
Yeah, the
You
Mickey
entertaining Miss Ash and at the same time being able to give free drinks to your crew at the same time.
Yeah. Mr. Ash.
After heading back home or heading back to the tavern, the announcement you will hear is that they have so what they decided to do was since Mr. Kennel is dead and Miss Lavender has been ousted as a murderer and has been arrested, they decided to put Miss Laney in charge. But it's not you, Lonnie, as you see a very tall, bigger woman on the stage just waving out like
Identity theft is not a joke.
it's just another woman just like, I'll do my best to make this place nice and homey.
Why do
I'll
I
do
have the
you well
impression
for you
that
all.
Why do I have the impression that that voice also means that they have 7 cats?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Oh shit! It's the big evil.
Perhaps.
I love how they just didn't know who Lonnie was, so they got this random person.
Delaney. Yeah. But
Wow.
she is now the new mayor as you guys head back to your inn where you can see Yanetta just sitting there reading a book, not giving a shit. And you guys settle down in the inn for the night as the doors to Yurtawal have reopened and people can come and go as they wish. And you guys settle in for the night, getting nice and cozy. That's where we will end tonight's session.
Yeah. That was great.
All I can see is all I can see is some fucking before the session ends, when she sees Yuma again, she's just gonna look at her and say, "Well, remind me not to fuck with you." Holy shit!
I'm just convincing love. I'm not that dangerous.
I mean, either way, either way,
You did
just
kill a
either
baby.
way. No, I'm
You
good.
did kill a baby dragon.
Yeah, he was a baby. He was weak. I'm tired for the nights, and all I need is just. Oof, I miss my old
More
home.
alcohol?
No, I need something a little bit stronger than that.
A baseball bat to the forehead?
I'm not
I
worried.
need.
She's
Oh,
just gonna
I
go to
need-
her room.
you know what? I'm gonna take a rest.
Oh yeah, and I also tell Lartha about like cider as well.
Yeah, Lartha will like nod her head and be like,
Just keep her
"Yes,
out.
of course.
Keep an eye out for
I
her.
already actually kind of know Cider a little. She's a bit infamous.
Ah,
How infamous?
Well, girl's Black Mamba. She's got poison on the black market worth like 1,000 gold a vial.
Why does everything cost
Oh
gold?
no. Wait,
I
wait,
just-
where this lady, God, I forgot her name again. Where would she be again?
Cider said that she would come and go from the house just to like see if you're there or not, but she plans on staying at the Blackbird's Nest.
Wait, and how long are we gonna be here?
5
You
days,
guys are
4 more days.
for like a few more days.
Yeah, a few more days.
The trolley should be
I'll just
fixed
say
in
it's-
4 days.
I guess it's
That-
probably one of those few. Probably one of those
I-
few days. Oh, sorry.
Ash does not tell anyone else about this except for maybe like Ripley. Like if Ripley's there for the conversation, then like he's just like, I say we don't tell Shuma about that.
No, all I can see is if we were gonna stay for a few days, we really will check on we'll check on her time to time.
Yeah, and then he explains the abuse situation with Miss Lavender and stuff like that.
Well,
A
that's
little bit, a little bit.
awful, but not
not-
unprecedented, especially for Lavender.
Okay, well, yeah, well, maybe not with Lavender, but she does like say that like yeah, she does seem to be in an abuse situation, and just to keep an eye out for her, and that concerned.
I keep an eye out for any poor soul, especially a woman's. Such an awful thing to taint, especially with pain.
Mm.
Don't worry, if she needs me, she'll come.
Yeah.
In many ways.
All right. Did I make
Speaking
any?
of which, you haven't taken my invitation yet.
Well, it's only been 2 days.
Well,
be
2
fair, it's only-
days is too long for little old me.
Okay. I think he might actually take her up on that invitation. I might as well.
What invitation?
To go to the back room with her.
All right.
You wanna know what? It's been a day. It's like, it's been a day.
Can you do me a favor and roll a performance?
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Okay. Oh no. Ted, it's been a day.
He's got you.
Okay, good.
Don't worry, I've been with a centaur before.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, she was just by herself in her room, just tired.
I've been really trying, baby.
God damn.
Gonna open this week for 2 days.
It's been a day, might as well.
All right. You have a great night, and everyone else ends up getting rest as well. As that's what we're on tonight's session on Ash getting a bang.
Bang. Well, bang. Okay.
Ash getting a roll in the hay.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. The
Goddamn puns.
Yeah.
I wish I was a red light.
you did
And
like it happened while you guys were still there.
Oh, I thought we were at our. You said we were at the tavern.
Yeah, I said you guys spent a night at the red light. It was in Mona at the red light district.
I was stupid. Never. But you said it was our tavern.
No, you spent time at the red light district before going back home. So at that point, you would have noticed like, where is Ash? Is she not coming with us? And Ripley just being like, they're preoccupied.
Preoccupied with what? Don't they have there's drugs and alcohol?
All I can say is God damn, I wasn't expecting the session to be fucking damn. I actually love this session. Because I was expecting to find the culprit and also dealing with that.
All right. So, because of the fact that while this was not a session that garnered any experience, I'm still, however, going to give you experience for what you guys went through. So,
Drama experience.
drama experience. You guys are going to each get 200 XP.
Yay.
That's enough to level us.
Wait, 200?
200.
Well, that's not enough.
No, 900
No?
is how much you
Oh.
guys level up. You guys should be each at 650.
6. Oh, okay. 650.
Right now?
Yes,
650.
I don't know why I'm at 750, but
you should be at 6.
okay.
Doot, doot. Doot,
Okay, I'll change that to
What time is it?
It's 12:10.
All right, I need to go to bed. I have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Technically
Okay.
today. So,
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Bad.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm
Oh, wait.
gonna take some NyQuil.